The Castrol Edge Endurance Countdown continues today, and we're looking at the number 17 Jim Beam Racing Falcon of Stephen Johnson and Marcus Marshall. Larry, everyone's going to be looking at James Courtney in the 18 car as the championship contender. Can Stephen Johnson perhaps fly under the radar and sneak one away?
Well, he can actually. Steve's perfectly capable, but he hasn't been delivering for lots of little reasons that he'd know about. And he can do a fast lap at Bathurst, and he can do it consistently. He's got Marcus, he's got a hand over to. Marcus has got to rise to the occasion. I keep using that word for the co-drivers, but the classic case here where Marcus is not a regular, but he can do it. He's done some very good laps, Marcus, and I know him well, and he can drive accurately. It's a bit of an unknown, they're not necessarily all the good monies on this entry, but by gee, they're capable.
I think the numbers work well. It's Stephen's 17th start, and it's car 17, it's 30 years of the Rock, so there might be something in all of that, but I think that the key here is you've got a difference between these two in terms of size, and I know it's something that gets talked about with Stevie J all the time, but they're going to be at a little bit of a disadvantage because of the way that they have to ballast that car up. So he always traditionally in the past at Bathurst has driven with guys who are smaller than him, so he's costing himself a little bit of time, but his record is really quite impeccable in endurance racing. Podiums at Bathurst and at the Phillip Island 500. Although he's not going to have the Hollywood names and numbers of James Courtney that everyone's looking at, I think this is probably in that next group, not looking at the race win where the 5 or 6 favourites are, but probably the next best in that order.
Yeah, I'd almost put them that they'd be disappointed if they don't finish in the top 5.
Oh, for sure, but
because they're capable of putting it on the podium, but they're not. The good money won't be on them, but I wouldn't dismiss them.
You'd go with top 5?
Oh yeah, I go with top 5. I mean, Stephen proved a couple of years ago that wet finish that was probably his best chance of winning the race.
More than capable.
I'm not sure he's going to get that chance again. Those ones don't come along too often, so they're a shot. The focus will be on James Courtney from everyone external to the team, but I mean, you only have to look at the finishing record that Steve's got, and he can drive that car fine. And Marcus is, as Larry said, he's a bit of an unknown. He hasn't done a bit of V8 racing for a while, but his score sheet on other things, he's driven just about everything, champ cars and Formula 3 and the like, but this is his best ever opportunity in a V8 supercar, and I think he'll be one of those guys that flourishes, given the opportunity and a good environment around him as well.
And he uses his head, Marcus. He knows what he has to do, and I think they could be a real unknown.
Let's see where the 17 entry ends up at Phillip Island and Bathurst. You're on the Castrol Edge Endurance Countdown on Speed Cafe.